Welcome to Speaking Holistically, the podcast that explores the power of alternative medicine, natural healing, and homeopathic solutions to help you achieve true wellness. Each week, Dr. Jen and Amy G dive into the world of holistic health, discussing researched, time-tested remedies with expert insights from Dr. Jen, as well as real-life stories from patients to empower you to take charge of your health. So if you're ready to embrace a more natural path to wellness, let's start speaking holistically, because true healing begins from within. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Speaking Holistically. I'm your co-host, Amy G. I'm here with my amazing co-host, the wonderful wizard, Dr. Jen. And this is Supplement Spotlight. I love these episodes because I am a huge proponent of all the supplements in the world of standard process and Jen supplements. And I love talking about one specific one because I usually end up learning something in the process that I didn't even know.
So we'll go over other supplements, not just standard process brand, not just the ones that I formulate, but, other ones that you can find, pretty much anywhere. So this first one is Regeneplex, or the one for today is Regeneplex. And it actually came out in 2013. That was when Standard Process put it out. A lot of Standard Process supplements like Catalan has been around since 1929. So this is a relatively new one comparatively to a lot of the other supplements that they have. It is actually for cellular rejuvenation. And this supplement specifically has been proven, and there's research to back that up, to support the normal health and appearance of skin throughout the aging process. So it does provide supportive nutritional foundation for healthy skin by targeting all three layers of the skin. It supports skin elasticity and appearance. It provides for cellular structure, function, and rejuvenation. It's a great source of the antioxidant vitamin C, and it's a vitamin C complex, right? The whole vitamin C complex, not just ascorbic acid. And it also is a good source of zinc. When it first came out, my office manager at the time tried everything that came out. She was like, I gotta try that one. She'd come to all the seminars with me. And,
I remember talking to her about this.
Yeah. So she actually, I guess I can say it, but I was like, you're such a supplement whore, right? So she was like, I know, right? So she liked to try everything, which is great. And I try things so I know how I feel on them, how my patients like, that sort of a thing. So I try every modality that's out there. If something new comes out, I definitely try it just so I have some personal experience with it. So, but Shelly, she tried this Regeneplex, and she went to her hairdresser, and she had really, really fine hair, but yes. I mean, healthiest 50-something-year-old that you'll ever meet. Yes. And fabulous shape, endless energy, just great. Yeah. But living in Southern California, there is a certain standard of how we look, I guess, that had come up. And so she was always trying to find something that would keep her from basically aging. So she actually started taking the supplement, and she went to her hairdresser and told her hairdresser, she was like, look at all this breakage. I don't know what's happening. And her hairdresser said, Shelly, that's actually new growth. And she was like, wait, it's new growth. What do you mean? She goes, it's your hair's coming in thicker. This is all new growth. And so that was about 6 months, I guess, into her taking it, which the hair cycle, if most people don't know, is 90 days. It's 3 months. So whatever was happening, like if you're having symptoms right now, it's because of whatever is happening 3 months ago that your body is basically reacting to. And generally speaking, unless you've had chemo or something, obviously that's going to be more of an immediate, but like your stressors and things. So I'll tell patients, okay, what happened 3 months ago? And they'll look back and they go, oh, that makes sense. So that they can kind of figure that out. But Shelly loved, and I'm sure she's still taking Regeneplex every single day because of the elasticity for the skin and everything that it does for not just the skin, but it also, because of the ingredients in it, can help support your eyes, support your hair, obviously, if she's having new growth and that much that she thought was breakage. So it definitely is one of the more popular ones with the women, and it's all whole foods in it. So I always, the caveat of make sure that you don't have some sort of allergy, like look at the ingredients before you buy it. But literally people are taking 3 to 6 of them a day, and with amazing results.
I'm wondering how many women are thinking, can I overdose on this? Is it possible? They're going to be gobbling bottles of this up, I feel like.
Well, and it works really, really, really well. It really does. I mean, I'm absolutely stunned and surprised with that for sure, because it's definitely something that not everybody probably needs, but even my daughter takes it periodically for her hair growth when she wants it to be just a little bit thicker. She's like, okay, what do I need to take for it to grow a little bit faster? So I'll tell her, go ahead and take 3 Regeneplex today. And she's, 16 years old. So there's nothing in it that's going to harm you. It's not giving you synthetic vitamins. It's literally whole food supplementation. We're just giving more nourishment to the body and specific nutrition so that your body is like, okay, I will use that for this, that sort of a thing. It works out pretty well. And I've not had any, especially the men, they don't seem to care that much. The women, they care. And none of them, they're like, even if you take me off of it, I'm never stopping it. I'm like, okay. I mean, it's not going to hurt you. More nutrition is never bad.
Yeah. Well, and like my mom, she had brain surgery to remove, it was not cancerous, but she had a mass that had to be removed. So they shaved her head like all the way down, like, I don't know, must be about 6 inches. And so there's that patch of, hair that's been slowly growing back, but of course not fast enough for her. And so I forgot, because I haven't been on Regeneplex for a long time. I forgot about this. So I'm glad we're talking about it, because I think she will be hopping on their website to order it, because she's like, this patch just isn't growing back fast enough. I have another family member who came off chemotherapy for breast cancer. So her hair is growing back, and of course not growing back fast enough for her. So yeah, I need to reach out to them and let them know.
Well, and with just, like I said, just giving the body more whole food nutrients, it's not like we're giving them 100,000 milligrams of B12. It's literally whole food nutrition. So you're just feeding your body.
Yeah.
And so your body, when it's healthy, it can recover from pretty much anything. The one thing too, though, fascia blasting, I don't know if people are familiar with that, but with scar tissue, fascia blasting will increase the vascularity to that area. And sometimes with that scar tissue, breaking it down, using a fascia blaster or any kind of massage tool like that will actually help bring blood to that area and can help hair growth happen too.
I haven't heard of fascia blasting. What is that?
Well, that's coming up on our next episode, or one of our next episodes. We're going to have Heather talk about that. She's certified fascia blaster.
Ooh.
I guess they call it a fasciologist. It's really exciting. It's really fun, and it's amazing. She's one of the few massage therapists in our area, if not the only one that's certified to do fascia blasting. So it's kind of fun. So we're going to interview her.
Ooh, I am looking forward to that episode. Okay,
Yeah.
very cool. Very cool.
Because it helps with some hair growth. It actually helps tremendously with cellulite because of how the fascia functions, and it gets the lymph moving. It's all about health. All of it's about health. So yeah, but with your mom, that might be helpful to integrate that. But that Regeneplex is going to be a helpful thing with the hair, or even without it. It's just, good nutrients.
She's going to be elated about this little tip. She's going to be so excited. She won't be able to order it fast enough. You mentioned fascia blasting. It makes me think about Pete, my husband. He's Mr. Health Nut, and he does self-myofascial release. He rolls on what's called a peanut, which is 2 lacrosse balls in a sock, like tied in a sock. They call it a peanut. And he rolls on that and does the self-myofascial release to smooth out all the fascia so that his muscles can kind of roll underneath the fascia, and you don't have the pain or the tightness.
Sticking,
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, well, he's a huge proponent of that.
Pete ain't right anyway, so
he knows anything and everything about those techniques, and he uses them all the time. He's in particular, his muscles are very tight, so for him, he just lives and dies by rolling. He just rolls every inch of his body. He probably rolls out his freaking ears. I don't know, but he rolls out everything.
Well, and that's one thing. It's funny that you brought that up, and this is totally off topic, but we tend to find that the personalities show in the physical body. It manifests in the physical body. So if somebody's very uptight personality-wise and things have to be just so, their body tends to be tighter. Even when I put my hands on somebody, I can tell what their personality is. Even if I've only met them 15 minutes earlier, I can generally tell how their body's going to feel by getting to know them. But if I can't get to know them that quickly, then when I put my hands on them, I'm pretty much I'm like, oh, y'all are lying. Like you are not this calm. You are not this, because I can tell by how the body is holding that. So it's just interesting. So it's good that Pete, his personality is he's very regimented. He's one of the most regimented people I've ever met in my entire life. So doing myofascial release on himself daily is probably going to be a really good thing for longevity and comfort.
Yeah, he does it before and after his workouts. He rolls out all his muscles, and he swears by it. He's like, changed my life. And I was like, okay, I think it hurts a lot. Honestly, those lacrosse balls, they hurt like hell. I mean, it's one thing you could do like baby steps, man. Do like a foam roller and like step your way up to lacrosse balls, but he's hardcore, so he just goes right in and just
Well, that's why I like the fascia blasting because I can just lay there and Heather does it. I don't have to do anything. I'm just
oh,
like,
there
this
you go.
is great. And I'm not gonna push myself to the point because if it hurts, I'm gonna back off, right? Heather's
Yeah.
like, we getting through this. So
Yeah.
she's amazing. She's not brutal, but it's like she's like, can you handle it? Can you handle it? Can you handle it? And I'm like, yeah. And something I may not do to myself, she'll do. And so it makes a huge difference with pain patterns and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
also, like I said, that Regeneplex is going to help the skin and the health of the skin, and the fascia sits right underneath that. So that actually kind of plays into our conversation today, which is kind of funny. So.
It does. I always love, yeah, when some other topics kind of are woven in naturally because everything's connected. Well, and that's the message we always tell people. Everything's connected, guys. Everything. Yeah. So, well, thank you, Dr. Jen. I love this episode of Supplement Spotlight, and I think I have Regeneplex in my cabinet, but if I don't, I'm going to order some. It doesn't hurt. I'm, ladies, hair and skin and aging, grab a bottle. I'll put a link to that in the show notes. And thank you for listening to another episode of Speaking Holistically. If you want to join our school community, I will put that link in there as well. You can also follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thanks, everybody. Till next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
That wraps up another episode of Speaking Holistically. Thank you for listening. We hope today's conversation gave you new insights and inspiration to take charge of your health. If you enjoyed this episode and want to hear more, be sure and join the Speaking Holistically school community by clicking the link in the show notes. There, you'll get access to daily podcast episodes, weekly live Q&As, educational content, and so much more. You can also connect with us on our Facebook page, follow us on Instagram, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Until next time, be well, stay curious, and keep speaking holistically.